installing a lower processor board. Hold the thumb screw and lower processor board handle, and then lower the lower processor board into the chassis and slide it towards the front of the chassis. Tighten the thumb screw to secure the lower processor board. Use a screwdriver if needed. Reconnect all the cables to the lower processor board. For the primary chassis only, connect the SCM cable. To do that, connect the SCM cable to the lower processor board. Align the pins on the SCM bracket with the openings on the SCM cable, and then lower the SCM bracket onto the SCM cable. Fasten the two thumb screws to secure the SCM cable. Use a screwdriver if needed. Connect the left side UPI module cables to the lower processor board. Note: ensure the cable labels on the plugs match the labels on the cable connector silk screen. Route the UPI module cables through the cable clips and close them. Connect the right side UPI module cables to the lower processor board. Route the UPI module cables through the cable clips and close them. For the primary chassis only, reinstall the support bracket. Reinstall the memory modules. Open the retaining clips at each end of the DIMM slot. Align the DIMM with the slot, and then firmly press both ends of the DIMM straight down into the slot until the retaining clips snap into the locked position. Note: to avoid breaking the clips, open and close them gently. Reinstall the PHMs. Remove the processor socket cover. Carefully lower the PHM onto the processor sockets, aligning the 6 T30 screws with the guiding posts on the processor sockets. Rotate the anti-tilt wire bales outward until they engage with the hooks in the socket. Use a T30 screwdriver to fasten the 6 T30 screws following the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sequence shown on the heatsink label. Visually inspect the components to make sure that there is no gap between the screw shoulder beneath the heatsink and the processor socket. Reinstall the lower processor board air baffle. Connect the internal UPI cables to the lower processor board. Reconnect all the cables that were removed earlier and route them through the lower processor board air baffle. Connect the internal UPI cables to the lower processor board. Reinstall the following components. Refer to the videos in the playlist for the procedures.